Hello, I'm Rachel Maria Bell. I'm an astrologer, and this video is made on the 20th of September and it's about the Uranus retrograde. So it's specifically designed for spiritually minded, awake people who receive universal cosmic energy and are very aware of energy. It's for you to tune into the meaning of the Uranus retrograde. I didn't know this was going to happen, but over the past week, I have been receiving information from planet Uranus for for the purpose of making this video, so that I can share this with people at the same time as having the effects of Uranus retrograde myself. So there's been like a dual effect going on. I've been noticing what happens for me that is very much Uranus retrograde, and also at the same time trying to work out and process and bring through the meaning for others. So at this time, we have a number of planets in retrograde motion, and that means that they look like they're going backwards from the perspective of us on Earth. They're not actually going backwards, but it's from our perspective. The energy of that planet has the effect of being turned inwards on ourselves for reflection. So if you have a number of planets retrograde natally, you will probably find retrograde periods a little bit um, less challenging than people who have very few retrograde planets natally. The most common pattern is when we have two planets in retrograde at any one time. That tends to be the most average and common configuration, and that's what people feel generally most comfortable with. Now, because there are a number of different planets in retrograde, it means that all of the expression of all those different planets that are currently in that backwards motion will be felt and interpreted by us as though the energy of that planet is going backwards within ourselves. So we might be reviewing and reflecting on things that have already happened. So don't be surprised if patterns come up. So, something that you may already have been had your attention drawn to but not done something about. It might be an old I mean this in general terms now. So this is a general retrograde effect. When planets are in retrograde, you kind of just get to review, reflect, things come up. It might be old emotions coming up, it might be opportunities that you get your attention drawn to, such as with Jupiter. It's like opportunities you didn't take, and you get to go, oh, how do I want to move forward with that now? But just coming back to Uranus, okay, let's feel into how Uranus works. And I believe that Uranus is so spontaneous, so quick, like literally lightning quick. And it works with us all in very, very different ways. And this is why I love to encourage people to work within the framework of astrology for their own self understanding and deep self knowledge. So, by tuning into what is the vibration of Uranus, we get to understand how that information comes to us. So Uranus is a great awakener. It's the change maker, the rebel, and it's lightning fast. By understanding Uranus as it being the ruler of air travel, which is like the fastest you can go on Earth as a human, right? Uranus also rules technology. So if we think about computers, and I recently just got a new computer. I went for a brand new computer because I felt like the old technology that I had couldn't cope with what's going on, with the changes that are happening right now. What I noticed was I was having to do a lot of prayer to keep my computer stable. And I was like, I work with consciously awakened people all the time who are gifted psychics. When we get to a part of the reading or the consultation where both of us are sharing information that's like really at the edge of this person's soul, it's like the computer would just go completely on the blink. And I was like, we need technology that's got the upgrades that can cope. Now, the reason I'm labouring that point is because it's so similar to you as a human being. Okay, your body needs to be able to cope with what you are being given and shown by the Great Awakener. Now, I'm not going to say, hey, this is how Uranus appears. I know how Uranus appears for me because I've been working with Uranus like for a long time now. And I know that I get information in my third eye. I know that I wake up in the middle of the night at 3:33, 4:04, 4:44, all this jazz. So I know that the confirmation signs and the fact that I'm clairaudient and clairvoyant, the fact that I wake up and go, right, okay, it's like I'm in a different dimension. I'm receiving information that is coming through from other time space realities in the quantum field. I'm okay with this. I've developed language and understanding and capacity to hold this in my body because I've been doing it for so long. I wasn't always okay with it. So, when you start to really, truthfully notice what happens for you, is it that you start dreaming more? And is that actually Neptune? Is it that you get information that comes suddenly through your body? Do your hands become hot? Do you feel a quickening in your heart? Is it a bodily felt experience? Or do you get visions? Or do you get knowings? Are you claircognizant? Whatever it is that comes through for you, you will get some kind of upgrade at this time. Now, Uranus is in retrograde from, it is now, so it has been there since 28th of August and will be there until 27th of January next year. Now, you will notice that that is the same week that Pluto moves out of Capricorn and into Aquarius. Which planet rules Aquarius? Uranus. Oh my God. So in the same week, we're going to have, at the end of January 2024, please pay attention to this. At the end of January, we're going to have Uranus going direct. So all of this clarity and processing that you're able to do now is going to go direct. You need to be available and ready and consciously awakened with your new level awareness to move forward at that time. At the same time, Pluto comes out of its 15-year stint in Capricorn and moves into Aquarius. Things are going to feel different, really different, really, really different. New levels of conscious awareness altogether. Not entirely sure why there is this urgency and pressure on me right now. There will be a reason, because the 20th of September, tomorrow, equinox. There will be a reason why I am having to share this right now. For some reason, I am also being guided to take my watch off right now. There's something to do with time. These things become clear later, don't they? Okay, so Uranus. Uranus is the 8th chakra. So it's the bridge between the divine realms and our bodily information in the chakras of our body that where we receive. Okay, so Uranus bridges what we're able to receive as a human being with higher dimensional thinking and awareness. Now, we are all attuned differently. We all have our different spidey senses, antennae. I used to imagine before I was like consciously awakened, I used to have these visions of people with these like clear, different antennae as though they're different radio stations coming out of the top of their heads. And actually, it's quite a useful way for me to visualize how everybody is different and we all receive information in different ways. That doesn't matter. The way that it works doesn't matter. However, you are if you see yourself as like a tuning fork, that you are picking up vibrations in a particular way, and you may do it in certain places at certain times, bring your awareness through different parts of your body, all that's okay. That's totally okay. That's for you. Yeah. However, what is true for everyone, thank you Uranus, bring me back onto track. What is true for everyone, despite our uniqueness, despite our differences, is we will all be shown like an upgraded version of clarity on something that we have already seen, already known. However, we didn't have the correct hardware to receive the new software upgrade before. So at this time, and up to 27th of January next year, and possibly beyond, you will be called into this period of seeing something again, hearing something again, being drawn back to something that's already happened, but you didn't have the awareness then to fully process it. And now all your different antennae are going, oh, I'm seeing that same thing again. So if you feel like you're going back in time and you're going back to a different point in time, you're getting the layered, nuanced extra meaning. You're getting the consciousness upgrade on what you saw before. Example, December 2019, I had a really profound guided meditation at quite a difficult time of my life. I was like searching. I was struggling and searching. Even though I'd done a lot of work, still struggling and searching. I had a really profound experience. And do you know what? I absolutely laughed my head off because I didn't know what else to do with it. And now, 4 years later, it's coming back to me. It's like that Celine Dion song. It's all coming back. It's all coming back to me now. And that might be true for you. Okay? It's coming back to you now. So I'm receiving upgrades on this, 4 years ago vision, and I'm going, oh, that makes so much sense now. It wouldn't have made any sense to me at the time. It didn't make sense to December 19, Rachel. It makes sense to September 23, Rachel. Yeah, because I've lived 4 years since then, and I've seen a lot, and I've made a lot of sense, and I've done a lot of healing and done a lot of personal inner work since then. Yeah, and this may be true for you. So if you're receiving an upgrade, this is time for you to reflect on what is the meaning here. How can this mean? What meaning can you make to make a positive change in your life where you didn't have that information before? What does this mean for you in terms of being a change maker? What does it mean for you in terms of being an inventor, a creator? Because all of these things are very Uranus driven. Is this showing you where you are the creator and inventor of radical change in some way? And don't worry if you're kind of right. What I don't want you to attach to is going out looking for what other people are saying about this thing, because really Uranus wants you to know this is for you. Nobody else is receiving this information in this way. This bit's for you. Yeah. Doesn't matter if it's weird ass. Oh, it will be. It will be. This is Uranus. Yeah. It will be. So, I've said it. That's it. That's it. Tune into your freak code. Tune into what's weird. Tune into who you are, the vibration of what you have intuitively received. And it's quick fire, it's flashes of inspiration, it's that bolt of lightning. And you just go, wow, there's no unseeing that, there's no unknowing that. Journal it out, speak it out. If it's too much for you to actually physically write, because writing is too slow for what you're bringing through, speak it into a voice recording app. Okay, you will get until 27th of January to be processing all of this. Thank you for watching.